There are only 4 things you can do with your money: spend, save, invest, and give. But how much should you do of each? Think you know? I'll break it down on today's Money Minutes. Hi, my name is Mike McMeans, president of Silverlink Financial. Welcome again to Money Minutes. January 15th would have been Dr. King's 94th birthday. And before I jump into anything else, I just wanted to take a moment to focus on his life and contribution. Certainly the centerpiece of his life is embodied in his statement, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." But diving a bit deeper, I just love the way Dr. King articulates his strive toward freedom and its basic 5 characteristics. Number 1, nonviolent resistance. The method is passive physically, but strong, active spiritually. It is not passive non-resistance to evil, it is active nonviolent resistance to evil. Number 2, the goal of nonviolent resistance is not to defeat anyone, but to create friendship and understanding. Number 3, nonviolent resistance attacks the evil rather than the evildoer. Number 4, nonviolent resistance involves turning the other cheek, not responding to violence with violence. And number 5, which is most important, love is central to the nonviolent resistance, where the resistor refuses to hate the opponent. In this season of resolutions to do good and be better, I felt a need to shine a light on this great articulation of the way we should all strive to be. And in an era of online anonymity where people feel free to say whatever they want with almost zero fallout, and especially in this upcoming toxic and bitter year of presidential political campaigning, what a great reminder. In the spirit of doing good both for yourself and for others, there are only really 4 things you can do with your money: spend, save, invest, and give. Often when I say this, people kind of look at me, well, yeah. But without percentages for each, that doesn't really help me know what to do. I would say that those levels of conviction are yours to work out, but I can give you a place to start. First, if you have never had a practice of giving and want to do it, start small, like 1 to 5%. If you are involved in a church and they talk about money, you'll inevitably hear them talk about 10% or a tithe, which means a tenth. But if you're in a career and just getting into it, 10% may be hard to swing. So start with what's doable and work your way up to where you think you should be. The save and invest percentages should total 20 to 30% of what you make, depending on your goals. The difference between save and invest may seem obvious, but generally, just think about it as the difference between something you can touch and something you cannot, respectively. So you may invest 20% and save 10%, for example. If you give 10%, whether to a church or not, that leaves 60% of your income for living. Rule of thumb says you can have a house payment of up to 28% of your gross monthly income and up to 36% of it for total debt payment. I think that's pretty steep and would try to keep house payment closer to 20% of your gross monthly. It reduces stress and gives you flexibility to do things that are unexpected, increasing your joy. Feel free to leave your comments below, and feel free to follow us on social media or connect with us on our website. I'm Mike McMeans, president of Silverlink Financial. Thank you for watching. By the way, did you hear about the red and blue ships that collided? All the sailors were marooned. We'll see you next time.